Your call will be recorded for quality and training purposes.
If you are a travel agent, press 2.
Otherwise, please stay on the line.
For new reservations, press 1. For current holds not paid, press 2. For confirmed guests, press 3.
You are the next caller in the queue.
Quality Traditions, citizen speaking. How can I help you?
Yes, sir. I'm looking at taking a trip out to the Arctic. Is this the right number to call for the Arctic?
Yeah, sure. Perfect. That's great stuff.
My-
With the Arctic, are you looking to go to Greenland, Spitsbergen? Is there any specific itinerary that you're interested in?
Well, yeah, here's what I'm interested in, and I'm sure you could probably help me. I'm really not sure about the location, and the reason why is I want the best location and the best time of the year to where I can view the 24-hour sun. Can you help me out as far as where at and what time of the year?
Yeah, sure. So basically, this would normally be opting for around June, July.
Okay.
And basically, with the sun, there is an itinerary that we have, which is called Spitsbergen photography under the midnight sun.
Okay.
So that is one of the itineraries that would be basically with the best views, as well as the time frame. So within June, July would be the summertime period in the Arctic, which would be the best ideal time to actually go. And this particular itinerary itself is basically for Under the Midnight Sun, which is a very famous expedition that a lot of our clients do actually opt for as well.
Okay, now is that, just to be clear, that's where you can visibly see the sun for 24 hours, or is it just sunlight?
So it's basically just it's Under the Midnight Sun would be in particular for the 24 hours.
So but you can see the sun for 24 hours, correct?
That, under the Midnight Sun.
Yeah, I think you cut out for a second. My question is, like, I can see the light from the sun for 24 hours, or the actual sun is visible for 24 hours, just to make sure.
So I think it would be for the 24 hours to see the sun in particular, but I can definitely find more information out with regards to that. But yeah, that obviously alters based on what it is. But I know for this particular expedition, it is stated for Under the Midnight Sun in particular. But I can definitely find out some more information on exactly on what it is about. I do know the itinerary, what it is and where it goes. It's just that obviously with Under the Midnight Sun, I'm not 100% sure if it would be a full 24 hours that you'd actually see the sun.
Okay, and do you guys
So
do?
I can definitely find that information.
Yeah, do you guys also do the Antarctica, or is this just Arctic?
No, we actually do Antarctica as well. And Antarctica, we go basically to the peninsula and back. And then we also have any basically additional itineraries that does actually go with that. So we normally go to South Georgia as well, Falkland, South Georgia, and we also cross the circle as well. So yeah, we do go to Antarctica as well.
Now, do they have, in Antarctica, do they have the Midnight Sun, Under the Midnight Sun tours on that one as well?
No, unfortunately not. So that tour doesn't basically operate for Antarctica. It's mostly more of a cold time over there. And over there it would basically be where our itineraries would run from November up until March. And in this time period, we don't have that particular one, what we do offer, unfortunately.
So you wouldn't be on the Antarctica one. You're not guaranteed to see the 24-hour sun on that one.
No, you won't find that in Antarctica, unfortunately. Only in the Arctic.
Why do you? What would
Antarctica? It's most likely just to be where we would have our penguins, and you will see your wildlife with your walruses and things like that. And obviously to cross the circle, which would be the 60-degree point. But when it comes to the midnight sun, you'll only find that in the Arctic.
What would be the reason? Why can't you find it in the Antarctica? Just curiosity.
So normally because of the sun that basically goes up and north, and because Antarctica is basically in the southern point of the continent, and when you discover the seventh continent, the sun literally does only come out a very small part throughout the day, where it's mostly about cloudy and rainy and very cold. Where in the Arctic you'll get a much more amount of hours of sunlight, and basically in the Canadian Arctic it will be much more ideal, and because of the time frames and the weather conditions down south, you won't be able to actually get a full 24 hours of sunlight. It's very, very seldom where you'll find that in Antarctica. Antarctica is more of basically the seventh continent, so that you can say that it's the last continent on the earth, where in the Arctic there's more of an itinerary thing to go through, and it's more ideal for warmer weather conditions opposed to Antarctica.
Okay. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, as the Earth, you know, being a globe and it's got equal tilt, you know, all year around, I would think that both Arctic and Antarctic would have the 24-hour sun. But you're saying that's not the case. So the Arctic's the best, is the only one to see the 24-hour sun.
Yes, I'm 100% sure about that. When it comes to even our expeditions that we do offer, if I look at Antarctica, it's basically we have, like I mentioned, to the peninsula and back. Then we have to South Georgia, and then you go to the peninsula and back. And then there's another one where we have the Epic Antarctica, where we'll basically go to South Georgia, Falklands, and we'll go to cross the circle, and then you'll go to the peninsula and back, which is our longest itinerary, which is 23 days. And even that doesn't have a special one where we will have the opportunity under the midnight sun, where you'll actually have that full view of the sun throughout the whole day. There's only partial amounts of times where you will have sun, but not for the full 24 hours.
Ever, right? Ever in Antarctica? It's never like that?
No.
Okay.
Never like that. For all the 30 years that we've been traveling, we haven't had any particular person actually come back and state that that is the case, where they found that for the full 24 hours there's basically been that particular time frame that the sun has been out.
Okay.
I know that it does, the sun does set a bit later within the evening because of it obviously being on the lost continent, but it's not that the sun will be out completely for the full 24 hours.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, well, you've given me some information that I can go back and look at, and I'm going to do a little more research to figure out. So you said June, July for the Arctic, so that's what I'll be looking at. I'm going to get on here and look at a couple of cruises or whatever and see what we can figure out. But I appreciate you answering my questions.
Of course.
I appreciate your help, sir. You have a good day.
No worries. Awesome. Have a fantastic day further, and I'll chat to you soon.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Don't waste any more time. Visit the links above now and order my book 16 Emergency Landings Proving Flat Earth. Visit my online store now and order the new enhanced Gleason's Flat Earth map. This map used to be in every school and library in the nation before NASA was created in 1958, when the maps were ordered removed. Have your Gleason's map hanging on the wall in your house where no government can take it down. Here you see it hanging on a wall in the house of the late Charles K. Johnson. Here is a quote from the book 1984 by George Orwell. Every record has been destroyed or falsified, every book rewritten, every picture has been repainted, every statue and street building has been renamed, every date has been altered, and the process is continuing day by day and minute by minute. History has stopped. Order your map now.